Hey, welcome back to the Wellness Expert, Wellness for All. I'm your host, DK. Now, if you're at this video, hopefully you've gone through all of the free videos that I put out and all of the bonus videos that I put out. If you haven't, let me go over some of those. The first one you should have started with, which was the 3 stages of fitness mastery. That's going to talk about the mental, the emotional, and the physical aspect of fitness. This is going to give you a good general idea of what you need to be looking at when you come into fitness, especially if you're looking for that lifestyle change and to keep fitness in your life until you get older and beyond that. So make sure you go back and look at that. That's the very first video in there, and there's some bonus videos that go in there with you. The #1 secret you need to know with that. Also, the 2 things that you already know about fitness, that's in that series as well. So make sure you go back, look at that. There's going to be a link down here, that's going to take you to that first video and then take you through the series of free videos and bonus videos. So make sure you go back and do that first, because this video you're watching right now is called, the 4 Pillars of Success. And this is the one that actually helps you when you start to exercise and things like that, and things you want to make sure you're paying attention to, that's going to get you to where you need to be. And then shortly after this video, I'm going to talk about how all this ties together. You're really going to stick around for that, because that's a huge benefit to make all of this stuff come together that I've talked about in the other videos and other bonus videos. And then I'm just going to tie it all together with that particular, and that's going to be a series of videos just down to the nitty-gritty things that are going to maybe get you over the hump, help you understand why it is you need to be doing fitness and how to keep it going long after. I just don't want to get you fit, I want you to stay fit. That's my primary function here with that particular video. And that series is called The 5 Rules of Fitness. You're going to want to stick around for that. Now, what I want to do is hop right into the 4 pillars of success, and how that is going to apply specifically to you, and how you're going to want to use the 4 pillars of success, especially when you start to physically exercise. This is a huge area where I hear people coming into the gym, or people working out at home, or people using programs that they bought online and stuff like that. They don't consider these things that I'm getting ready to talk about, these 4 pillars, but these are pillars that are going to keep you out of trouble. And like I said, once you get fit, you're going to be able to maintain your fitness level at the level that you want it to be. So let's jump right on into this. And so the first pillar that I'm going to talk about is pillar #1. And pillar #1 is safety. Now, safety is very important, because if you don't stay safe, game over, start over, and you get all of the stuff back that you started in the beginning with. Nobody wants to do that, all right? So pillar #1 is safety. You want to stay safe. Pay attention to your form. Pay attention to your technique. Pay attention to all the things that you're doing that could possibly injure you. Taking your time is one of those things. Helping the body learn what it needs to do, especially when it comes to physical movement. If you're not in a situation where you can do certain things, don't try to rush it. A lot of videos that I see out there, and this information that's vast, sometimes we just start way too high for where we need to be. So take your time. It's okay to take your time, because you're doing this for the long term. And now, if you're just trying to do a short-term program, you're going to stop and say, okay, I'm good, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing. Okay, then this program's not for you, or this information is not for you. But if that's not the case, then yeah, I want you to pay attention to this particular video, the 4 pillars of success, because it's really going to allow you, like I said, not only to get fit, but to stay fit. So the first one is safety. Okay, we want to stay safe. The next one, and this one is often has a lot of, I'm going to say, criticism attached to it, because some people, they don't really know how to move beyond let me go ahead and get the word up here, beyond this, because they think they are. And this is just consistency. Now, consistency comes over time. And so we are a nation of IG, which is instant gratification. We want it now. I want to be fit yesterday. I saw this person in a magazine. I want to look like that person in a week or 2 weeks or, whatever. Once again, we might have been out of the fitness game for a while. We may not have been doing anything for a very long time. So we want to be safe and give our bodies time to understand what's going on and time to catch up. And then we just want to be consistent. Being consistent just allows us to understand, more importantly, our bodies to understand what we're trying to do, what we're trying to produce, what we're trying to get out of it. Just like your job when you first got it, you didn't know everything at once, but the fact that you did it over and over and over again, repetitively or consistently, now you know a whole lot more about your job. You're very efficient. As a matter of fact, being consistent produces efficiency. So we want to make sure that we are consistent so we can be efficient at what we're doing. That's going to keep us safe also because we know the ins and outs, we know what we need to do, we know how to do it so we don't injure ourselves, but we want to make sure that we stay consistent. Now, the next two pillars, so pillar number 1 is safety, pillar number 2 is consistency, pillar number 3, and these next two are definitely not put into play. And I've seen this one over and over and over again, especially this one here, which is common sense. Now, common sense is, let's say I'm up watching a show and they start talking about taking a pill to lose body fat in a specific area. In other words, you're going to lose it on the back of your arms, or maybe you're going to lose it in your derriere, or you're going to lose it right here in your stomach, specifically right there. That's where all the fat's going to just burn on off. Common sense would probably dictate that that's probably not the case. So use your common sense. Use your common sense. My clients, when I trained all the time, I used to always tell my clients, listen, if you don't understand something that doesn't make sense to you, by all means ask me so I can explain it. Okay? But use your common sense, your intuition, your gut feeling, those types of things. Use those things when you're evaluating, because if I had to guess, I'm thinking you're bringing fitness in your life for a lifestyle change for the better. So by using your common sense and understanding, hey, that doesn't really make sense to me. You know, how am I going to lose body fat in this specific area but no place else? Just find some more information. Use your common sense once again. Ask around. Do some research. Keep sticking with me. I explain these things very thoroughly in other episodes coming your way, especially if you subscribe and you're part of the in crowd that I stick with and that follow me on a regular basis. I give a lot of that information out. It's in detail and in depth so you understand these things so that you can further your fitness understanding. Because once again, my purpose is to bring the understanding of fitness to the world. That's my purpose, okay? And so by helping you understand that, and by you understanding it through common sense, you'll be able to further yourself through your fitness journey. Now, the last one is to make sure it kind of goes in sync with common sense, but make sure that it fits, within your reality. And what I mean by your reality is that if you are somebody out there who's, you know, there might be somebody who's 22 years old, they're in college, they got no kids, they live at home with their parents, their reality is going to be different than somebody with, you know, 3 kids and, you know, they got a full-time job and they're going to school part-time and, believe me, their reality is going to be a lot different than that other person. So make sure it fits in your reality. And I'm saying that because both of you, in both of those situations, the college kid and the parent may both want to lose 20 pounds or tone up or put a little bit of weight on or whatever the case may be, a little bit of lean muscle mass on, whatever that case may be. You both may have that same goal, but your realities are completely different. So make sure that when you're coming into this, pillar number 4 is make sure you use, base it on your reality. Don't just, because somebody said, oh, this, and it's your same goal, you know, to lose 20 pounds or to tone up or whatever the case may be. Don't just say, oh, wow, you know what? I'm just going to be able to do what they're doing. So making sure that this falls within your reality is going to be key, because most of us aren't going to match up. I'm not saying all of us. We're not going to match up with what we see all the time. We want to make sure that it falls within our reality. So real quick, going back through, pillar number 1 is safety. You got to stay safe. Pillar number 2 is consistency. Make sure you're consistent. Just going in, try to get yourself up to the number of days that you feel comfortable with at first, but be consistent with those number of days. And then common sense. Make sure you're using your intuition. Make sure you're using your gut feeling. Make sure, especially about some of the stuff that's out there, just question some of it. So it falls within your common sense. And then, of course, like I said, make sure it falls within your reality so it fits, so you can really do it for a long term. Now, the 4 pillars of success is accompanied by all the other videos. Now, I talked earlier about what I'm going to be able to offer. I put this together years ago. I've been using it. Thousands of my clients have used it. They still use it. I use it. Once again, it's called the 5 rules of fitness. There are 5 specific things that if you apply them on a regular basis, your fitness journey is pretty much guaranteed. And that's how I look at this. And so the second rule is a rule that people often leave out. I don't know why they leave it out, but they do. And from what I understand, believe it or not, is that they just don't understand how it fits into what they're doing. But once you hear me explain it, and there's a video for that, and there's going to be a downloadable ebook as well for that. But once you hear me explain it, you'll see why it plays a very, very crucial role. Also, I have a different take on nutrition. I'm a firm believer that, you know, you do need to eat, but believe it or not, your body has an order in which it wants to eat. There's an actual order that your body wants to eat in, and if you do that, you're going to get the results that you're looking for on a regular basis and a continuous basis. So that particular series I offer, that series is only $9.99. There's going to be a link down here where you can click in that and opt in. Now with that series that you're going to get, not mention all the stuff that you already got in the bonus videos and all of the other free videos and all that kind of stuff. This is, I want to make sure that I had people who were very, very serious. And obviously you made it this far. Obviously you are very, very serious, okay? But I want to be able to provide this information once again to people who need it. Like I said, my purpose is to bring the understanding of fitness to the world. So I want to make sure that I made this very cheap, very affordable. Please click on the link, go ahead and order that, and it's going to go through a series. It's going to take you through rule 1, rule 2, rule 3, rule 4, and rule 5. And at the end of that, there's some other bonus stuff that you're going to be able to get also totally free. So make sure you click on that, get there, get those videos. A lot of the stuff I'm going to do, I'm going to have my big board here. I do have on this board so you understand it, so you can watch it over and over again. You'll have the ebook there. It's handy, but you're also going to get a monthly newsletter that I update. I also do featured updates. Those are things where I take questions from my members. They're asking me stuff, and I address those. And so if I have, you know, 400 or 300 different, 400 or 300 different suggestions. And believe it or not, what I found out over my years is that a lot of my clients often said the same thing. They often wanted to know the same thing. So this is a good forum to ask those questions. This is good for me to give that answer, because one of you may have, 20 or 30 of you may have exactly the same exact question. So I want to be able to make sure that you're getting that on a regular basis. So once again, there's a link down here that's going to send you to the 5 rules of fitness. The 5 rules of fitness is only $9.99. Download that, get the whole video series. Also get put into the subscription. I don't want to use the word pool because it's not a pool, but the subscription portion of what I do for my members. And so when they are asking me questions, I can reply and help them out and show them specifically whatever their specific situation may be. I'm able to give them that information firsthand so they understand what it is they need to do in order to get to where they want to be, but more importantly, maintain that. I want to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'm very honored that you listened to me this whole time and were able to go through the series and understand. There are places down there where you can ask me questions. I will definitely go back and answer them, or as all as I can. If I don't hit you personally, please don't take it personal. I do have a lot of people asking me a lot of different questions, but sometimes the questions are the same, so I try to put that in together. Now, when you become a member, that is one of the things that I do on a regular basis. I want to interact with my members. I want to act with people who really are looking to make that lifestyle change. There's a lot of quick fixes out there. That's not what I do, so I'm not the person for you if that's what you're looking for. Once again, I'm looking to help you not only get fit, but to stay fit. And once again, I want to thank you for this opportunity, joining me and letting me join you in your fitness journey. I do appreciate it. I'm very humble for that. My name is DK, and I am the host here at the Wellness Expert, Wellness for All.